Alright. Yes, once again, I'm feeling really lazy right now. I promise you guys, one day I'm not gonna really be looking lazy. So, anyways, hopefully this one will actually be short because I don't have a lot to talk about in this one. But anyways, I'm actually in the process of uploading a few videos that I created a few nights ago, actually. I recorded it on my computer and I was straight up uploading them. And because I'm just feeling lazy. But anyways, this isn't about how lazy I'm feeling. This is actually a pet peeve that I have. Because, everyone has a pet peeve. And the pet peeve I have is misuse of the word gay or retarded. And actually, I'm thinking about it. There's probably a lot of other things in that category that I might should talk about later. Um, Basically, I think you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. Is when someone says that's so gay or that's retarded, or they even say, "Oh, you're retarded," or something like that. And that's annoying and kind of offensive to people who are either gay or mentally retarded for obvious reasons. And I'm sure people out there talk about this all the time. But to me, it's just not only that it is offensive, but it's kind of immature because, you know, it just makes you sound like a kid in middle school when you say that, who is just trying to be cool or something. I don't know. It's just annoying. And actually, I have two scenarios that I'm going to talk about. And one, I have gone back and watched my old videos from the past. And one, I think it's probably the second video I have on my original YouTube channel is actually, if you go and you can find my main channel, I guess you could say, or my host channel. I want to call it my host channel because that's what it is. My basically with my friends, and in this situation I can use their names because they're already on YouTube. Um, Anyways, so my friend Marie um is in this video, and I just take the camera. At that time, I didn't really think much about this. At the time, I didn't really think about much of it. But now that I'm older, I'm much more mature, and think about this kind of stuff more. I just kind of think about it in a different way. Basically, Marie, who's the blonde one in the video, says that's her sister Lisa. She stays over, and she says that's Lisa, and Lisa says hi, and then Marie says she's retarded, and then Lisa, you can hear Lisa in the background. I have the camera over to Marie, and Lisa says Marie's gay, and you think about it, and it's like, how immature is that? I mean, granted, yeah, I was like a few years older than they are, so I was probably, let's say I was like 18. I'm thinking Marie's probably about 13 at the time, and Lisa was probably 17 at the time. But anyways, or something like that. Um, but anyways, um, or maybe I was 17 and Lisa would have been like 16 or something like that. Marie would have been like, still, she would have been like 12, 13 at the time. It doesn't matter. Still, they were and it just won't go on. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the reason why it bothers me more now it than especially in that situation. It's because the thing is with Lisa. I mean, people go around joking about it all the time. Well, Lisa, my friend Lisa, she actually does have an actual condition. She is on the, I guess, mental retardation spectrum, I guess, because she's not at she's very high functional, but like, one would not know, like, if they didn't know her, like, they wouldn't know right away. But like, we talked to her for a really long time. You can tell that there's something, if she didn't tell you already, there's something a little off. And one of the things I gotta tell you is she really has made a life for herself. And anyways, I guess, so what I'm trying to get at that is that it's definitely not appropriate. Definitely not appropriate behavior. So it's definitely, there's some other things you could say. Like, you couldn't just flat out say that's stupid or that's a lame-o. I'd rather hear you say that than say that's retarded. Like, come on. It's not cool, okay? There's so many other things you can be doing. Anyways, another thing is, um, actually this one guy that I'm friends with, I probably talk about a lot in my videos by now. I mentioned him in at least 3 of my videos, very briefly. So we were doing whatever we were doing. I think it was the time we were walking around the Towson area. We walked from the campus to the mall and then back again. He was talking, and he was talking about Wizard of Oz, for example. And he said, well, when I was a kid, I thought Wizard of Oz was gay. And I'm like, excuse me? And I actually told him before not to say retarded or gay. I told him before, and I had to remind him, when you are with me, you don't say retarded or gay like that. You can say, well, so and so is gay because he is gay. Or you could say, well, so and so has the medical condition of mental retardation because they do. And although there is a more politically correct way of saying it, like you could say they have intellectual disability or something like that. There are ways to say it more more politically correct than saying that they have mental retardation. But if you say they have mental retardation, it's okay. With me, it's okay because I know what you're talking about. As long as that's what you're talking about, and not saying, well, because um so and so doesn't know how to do whatever. Well, they must be retarded or something like that. Like you're just throwing it around like that. That's not cool. So basically, that right there in a nutshell is my pet peeve. Like one of my biggest pet peeves. And I actually have a little bit more time. Um, so another pet peeve is basically whenever people post Facebook statuses that is their way of trying to sound, I guess, ghetto or sound like they're 12 or oh, there's something just does not seem right. Something does not just I read it and I'm thinking, is this English? Like this is not English. This is something else. And it just bothers me because come on, you can. I mean, there's a difference between you are on your smartphone and trying to type real fast, and some of the words probably get autocorrected wrong, or you're typing real fast and you're shorthanding a little bit. That's fine, but I mean, obviously, there's a little even for that. There's too much shorthand. Like if you use numbers for different letters, that's kind of all right. Back in the day, before there was regular smartphones, when there was regular phones and you were texting, that was fine. Let's say L8, L8 ER for the word later, for example. Back in the day, that was cool. But now things are much different. So yeah, that's my other pet peeve. I mean, there's some people. There's like this one person in particular that I'm friends with on Facebook. And every one of her statuses, I can't read it because it's just, I don't know. It's just can't under. It's like ghetto talk or something. I can't fully explain what it is right now, but it's just I can't do it. Can't read it. It's annoying. It's like and people with like caps lock words, and it's like, oh, really? Some people need to like compose themselves or something. I don't know. I can't think of the way something to say. Just write normally, for goodness sakes. It's basically the best thing I can say, because it just makes you look immature. Is what I'm gonna say. It makes you look immature. There's one more thing that's a pet peeve that's actually kind of down in this category. Um, okay, I'm gonna say something and people can blast me for this, but I don't care. Okay, it's one thing. This is my rant about Justin Bieber. One thing to be upset because he say pissed in a bucket and yelled at Bill Clinton, and I find that disrespectful. And it's like he's probably like a baby. Think about how old he is. He's probably like a baby when Bill Clinton was in office. So why does he care? I mean, I didn't see the whole thing, or I may have seen it like or something. I don't remember, but I don't know what he said. But the thing is, it was it all he said was F Bill Clinton. What's that all about? I don't remember. I don't know. I don't care. I don't follow these things all the time. But so I get it. He's probably not the most respectable person, but this is kind of going off the misuse of the word gay. I see a lot of things on the internet where it's like Justin Bieber. It's either Justin Bieber is gay or Justin Bieber is a girl or something. And it's annoying because when people say that, or when people make these pictures and say she, referring to Justin Bieber, okay, that's stooping to a whole much more immature level than anything. I mean, that just makes you look worse than, I mean, I don't know what the age group of people are doing this. Whether these people are 12 or these people are in college. I have no clue who says these things because I'm not following it, but it just makes you look really immature. And let's put this straight up right now. I remember being 12. I remember being in middle school, and there were some things I probably said that I probably would not approve of now. And there's a lot of things I probably think. There's a way you're supposed to act when you're 12, and it's expected. But if you act like you're 12 when you are 24 or or even 18, it's kind of not cool, okay? So please, really, you can sit here and say, you can use whatever, you can even use profanity and say Justin Bieber is a big a-hole or a douche or whatever. But stupid as low as saying he's a girl is just, unless Justin Bieber said himself that he was either gay or he was going to have a sex change. It's not something, it doesn't, I don't know, I just think it's really immature when people do that. It is uncalled for to say that. And until then, you can say whatever you want as long as, I mean, I would never say, well, go ahead and say what you want. No, I wouldn't say that. But, of course, I don't know. I just think that there's some things that people say that is just kind of immature. It just, but yeah, if you're 12 and you're watching this, um, and you're offended because I'm saying, I'm calling, what I'm, I'm basically, if you're offended because I'm saying when people say these things, and you're acting like you're 12, and you're 12 and you don't say these things, you know what? I praise you for it. I praise you for standing up and not acting like you're all that when you're 12, because you're actually you 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 know. So yeah, that's my little rant. My It's actually something that I have planned on set talking about for a while now. So here it is. And so I'm gonna say sign off now. Bye bye.